We are here with the Sonic Hacking Contest 2022. I am late to this because of the massive sage that we had to go through. So the entries here aren't nearly as much as the ones at Sage, so I'm going to try to break this expo down into 3 sections. So today we are going to be going through the Genesis Mega Drive to try out the Sonic 1 hacks. And the first game up is Klonoa The Cabbit, which is going to let you play as Klonoa in Sonic 1. He has his moveset just like he does in the original games, like pulling in enemies to throw them, and he can flap his ears to hover, although I don't find it very useful at all when he uses his ears. So Klonoa feels really sluggish and slow in this game, although his jump feels like it is a bit higher, but that's his only advantage. So since he cannot spin, he doesn't have any spin sprites or anything, he will not be able to take any of the paths that will cause you to curl. So the thought of playing Klonoa in a Sonic game is actually really cool, but this hack just wasn't very fun. Sonic 1 Prototype Ultimate is a hack that changes the game slightly. It focuses on adding graphics, assets, and music from the prototype of Sonic 1. There's some new objects in the level as well as different enemy placements. The levels themselves have also been changed slightly. It's nothing too noticeable in this game. I have no complaints really, because it almost feels like it's just the original Sonic 1. And I didn't really spend too much time on this one. I've just played a couple of levels and kept it moving. The next game is Sonic 1 Flying Palm Trees, which had me hyped at first because the opening stage theme had the same music that you hear in Metal Sonic Hyperdrive, like the Orbital Bass Zone, and the origin of the music is from like one of those old school Yu Yu Hakusho games. So I really like the music in this. And the level design itself was also okay, although there were a bit too many bottomless pits in my opinion. Most of them which were like leaps of faith. Like you couldn't even see the bottomless pit, you know, it was just like you jump and you thought it was safe, but it actually really wasn't. So that part was just a bit annoying to me. It was actually my only issue with this game, so I thought that this hack was actually pretty good. It was really fun, so I suggest that you give this one a try. Next is Sonic 1 Unfinished Example Remade. This is one of those interesting Sonic games because there's a lot in this one that actually has been changed. So the levels, the color palettes, you know, a whole bunch of stuff has been changed in this one. There's a couple of voice lines added to Sonic, one for when he takes damage and another for when he gains a 1-up. So Sonic has a nice selection of moves in his arsenal to use, like the spin dash, a double jump, an air dash, and an air roll. The air roll allows you to spin after launching off of a ramp or a spring to protect yourselves from enemies that you may encounter while airborne. So, in addition to this awesome moveset and great levels, there is a custom boss as well. So that one I remember playing. It took me about 14 hits to defeat him. So yeah, that was a bit kind of crazy. He's a bit more difficult than your usual standard Eggman boss, but he's still using the wrecking ball like he does in the first zone. So this was a really short demo, but I really enjoyed this one. This is one of the best ones that I've played so far, so I suggest that you try this one out. Next up is Sonic Max Drive, which is an entry that I've played at a previous hacking contest. I don't remember much about it except that it was fast. I just remember, really enjoying myself, gaining some high speeds. So, in this hack for 2022 Sage, it's still there. There's still some high speed. You'll also have access to an air dash, so gaining momentum is really easy. If you do this near enemies, I think you will actually home in on them as well. I'm not exactly sure. But I also like the sprites on Sonic as well, especially in his shoes. I think it's like that cool white outline that he has on them that just really makes it look really good. Reminds me of Sonic Adventure. So this game has custom levels, custom bosses, and it's got some nice polish as well. Because like I said, this one has been in development quite a bit. I remember playing it at a previous stage. So I recommend that you try this one out. So that was all of the Sonic 1 games at the Expo of the hacking contest. When we return, we will do Sonic 2, Sonic 3, and Sonic & Knuckles all together, since there aren't many entries for those 3 games. So thank you to the authors for their submissions at the hacking contest, and thank you to the viewers for watching. I will see you all very soon.